Hi everybody and welcome to Paul Clough and Personal Development Unplugged and the 5 Minute Quickie. The 5 Minute Quickie podcast that's also now in video, as you can see. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about today is something I overheard, or I was listening to a podcast, the Tim Ferriss podcast, with a guy called Seth Godin. Now, he was just answering a few questions, but he was talking about branding. And he mentioned something really interesting. So a real hats off to him, because it was a really good shout in the way that he said, you are your own brand. Forget this thing about being, if you're an entrepreneur or if you're in business, everyone has to have a brand. What is my brand? And in his discussion, he went on to all different things. But the little thing that I caught was, you are your own brand. Whatever you do, that's what people are seeing as your brand. So we talked a little while ago about showing up and who's showing up. So just these next few minutes, I'd just like to get you to think about, if you are showing up, remember, this is your brand. You have to live your brand, especially if you're in business. You can't just be this wonderful, friendly guy in front of people and then be an idiot or an arsehole outside it. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it just like that. But, you can't be that much different. You have to be who you are. It's not a game. You're not play acting. You're not play acting and becoming this person and then this person. And then we all have our roles, which I understand. But each role is part of our brand, of who we are. So maybe just take a little time to think about that. And what brand are you? And are you consistent? Because that's the thing I think it really means is, consistency. Are we consistently being us, showing up and being our brand? Because it's difficult to do. Consistency is so difficult, which is why we have to sometimes set our intention to be who we want to be, who we really are. Can we come across as being that congruent, aligned? For me, Paul. And that's my brand, Paul. No one else is Paul. And whatever I do, I bring to that Paul. It's my brand, I bring to it. So Personal Development Unplugged is my brand. It can't be anybody else's. No one else is like me. Thank God, you're probably thinking, but no one else is like me. No one else is like you. You're totally unique, and therefore that is your brand. That's who you are. So that's why I think we ought to just take stock. Sometimes we talked about pausing, contemplating, just noticing how we feel, but also noticing then how we think we come across to other people, how we act, how we react. Is that consistent to the way we want to be, who we really are? Or the best thing about that is when we look back and take notice of what's happened, we can learn from it. We can learn to change, because we can change anytime we like. So as long as we've got the intention of learning and changing for the better, to come back to ourselves, back to who we really are, that's when we really are living the brand. So, I don't know. This is me, Paul Clough, the brand, Paul, from Personal Development Unplugged. Please just have a think about that. It's just a different way of showing up, I guess. So have a think if that makes a difference to you. It certainly made a difference to me just to think about that. Think about some of the actions that maybe I wasn't quite happy with, and I would excuse them away. Oh, I was angry. Oh, that thing made me angry. No, Paul, that wasn't your brand. That wasn't who you really are. So deal with it and make sure next time you learn from it, you can do something different. That's me, always learning, always trying to do something different and back to becoming truly aligned. So wishing you really well, wishing you alignment, wishing you congruency, and be the best brand you that you can ever be. So Paul Clough from Personal Development Unplugged, the 5 Minute Quickie. There you go. Enjoy. And the normal PS, just share it if you wish. I'd love you to share it to other people. Share this podcast, share the audio, subscribe. Let's just have a ball. Let's have some fun. Okay? So for me, enjoy every heartbeat, have more fun than you can stand, and leave the world in a better place, and the people you meet in it in a better way than you first met them. Okay? An old line, but a good one. Okay, bye-bye now.